on the etymology of the term Pollyanna Princess. Um, Pollyanna Princess is copyright 2010 Hamumu Software. That was last year. I guess I copyrighted it early, but now I've used it, so you can't ever use it. Um, so it's an original, but Pollyanna is a common term based on a book of the same name, and I'm pretty sure there was a movie about a girl who. There goes Ollie's tail behind me. A girl who was overly optimistic all the time, and so it's a common term to say, hey, that person's a Pollyanna because they're being so relentlessly positive. There's a cat bothering me. So I got my list. I wanted to say, Andy, you talked about that article about the guy who measured his mood and being international with his background. Um, he measured his mood and he used Mood Scope. I tried that thing. That is the worst interface for anything ever made. It's shit. Wow. I don't know if you've tried it, or if anybody else has tried it. It's so horrible. Like, I think it'd be cool to measure my mood every day, and the way they do it is the overall system is interesting because it kind of gets you there without you realizing, what you're not just saying, oh, I'm at 50%. You figure it out by what you do, but I'm never doing that. It's like 10 minutes to do this little 20-question survey because of how stupid the system is. Retarded. But do I have an indie persona? I think maybe so. The last year, 2010, was most likely the worst year of my life. It was just this. Basically, the whole framework of it was that my dog got cancer at the very beginning of the year, and the entire year was dealing with that. And when I say dealing with that, I don't mean being sad that my dog has cancer. I mean, it was sad, yeah, but that led into tens of thousands of dollars in paying for it, and it escalated into other things, like, for example, the fact that we kept her inside during that time meant our delicate little flower kitten uh, developed a problem, a kidney problem because of that, which cost thousands of dollars to fix and which she's still recovering from. And the whole thing, I mean, just things kept mounting up. Other, smaller things, but it was all under this framework of suffering. And it was hell. And we thought we were just going to go bankrupt. It was really bad. But after just a few months, I, desperate for money, I tried putting Robot Wants Kitty on Flash game license, and I made a good amount of money, and the guys wanted sequels, and, on and on. We talked about that. It chained into this thing where I just kept making lots of money, and I easily made 4 times as much last year than I have in previous years. Of course, the amount I made versus the amount we spent on the dog, I'm absolutely flat broke. I mean, we don't spend money on anything ever because we can't. But I'm trying, now that we're not paying for that dog anymore, I'm trying to actually, continue doing the same thing, making these Flash games so that that large amount of money can be mine. That's my dream. But I've slacked off. It hasn't been going fast. I'm trying to really get started on that. But the point of it is all the persona thing. So what I would do is I'd go into making these games, and I was excited, making this fun little game, making a lot of money from it. For me, it was large sums for me. I looked at the Steambirds article as part of my inspiration, and it was not Steambirds money. But for me, it was a lot of money. Making that money, every time one of those checks came in or I got a new offer, that was exciting, and the indie me was just on this roll. It was just incredible. But at the same time, I quit work, and go sit with my dog, whose side is shaved, and she's got all kinds of injuries and a giant swollen throat. And, it's just totally depressing. And so, yeah, it's a roller coaster where up is I'm doing my indie work, and down is I'm living my life. So, sure, that's the indie escape. And as for vice versa, escaping from indiedom with life, unless life is another word for World of Warcraft, never done that.